Well, Mr. Chidambaram has arrived in Parliament. He'll speak in about 35 minutes from now. Live from New York, we have Harjiv Singh, his CEO and co-founder of Gutenberg Communications. Harjiv, what cues are you looking for in this budget?
The budget is one of those exercises which happens annually, and it's a great time for people to start to share with the government what they expect out of it. When I talk to some of my clients, and when you look at, especially you mentioned the foreign institutional investors, there is a need in the marketplace to sort of get more clarity in terms of investments. I know the Securities and Exchange Board of India recently sort of made some announcements. One was with participatory notes, and then with the REITs in terms of sort of allowing them. I think those types of announcements are very helpful because it gives more transparency to the markets, and that's basically what the financial institutions are looking at, is how do you have better, more transparent markets. I think that's sort of the key message they want to get across to the decision makers in the government, and sort of enable more of an environment where they can come into the country, really allocate their capital into the various sectors that really need it.
Right, and you know, we've been looking at, you know, money being rescheduled for different schemes here, but you know, at times of global turbulence and uncertainty, are there any cues you think the finance minister should give up?
I think if you look at it from an industry perspective, and two industries I work very closely with, the IT BPO sector as well as the real estate side. I think if you look at it from the IT BPO side, the one area where they could really use help is on the currency side, and I don't know how much the RBI can do there, but the appreciation of the rupee over the last sort of year has had an impact on the margins of these companies. And if you break down between the IT and BPO sector, the BPO sector specifically, because it's relatively young compared to the IT services sector, I think the impact of the tax breaks that the government has given them going away next year is something worth reconsidering and figuring out if there's some extension possible there, because I think the BPO sector can really use that to help scale themselves up to be globally competitive. I think the IT services sector probably has communicated this to...
Harjiv, thank you very much. Harishri, can you just brief us up to the market movements in the last half an hour, please?
You know, it's interesting to see that while Asia is very weak, we have recovered a little bit from the day's lows. Let me also tell you at this point in time and bring you up to speed of where the Nifty is. It is definitely off the day's lows, and some of the sectors which are expecting some positive cues from these budgets and are doing well at this point in time would include the two-wheeler space. We're seeing some strength in the two-wheeler space. The IT space is in the positive, as they are expecting that the tax holiday will get extended beyond 2008, 2009. So we're seeing some bit of movement in the big IT companies as well. Some of the power and infrastructure stocks like Tata Power, L&T are also in the green. So if these are the sectors that are looking a little strong at this point in time, perhaps it's some kind of an indication that maybe these are the sectors that are expecting some positive announcements in this budget. Nikkei, of course, still down to 90 points, and the Hang Seng down about 400 points as we speak. But Indian markets not as weak. We've recovered.